High above a busy little town floated a shy, tiny cloud named Puffy. She wasn't like the other clouds. You know, those big, fluffy ones that would drift by so majestically, painting rainbows across the sky, providing cool shade on hot days, and showering the earth with refreshing rain. Every day, Puffy would watch them, feeling a bit left out and unsure of herself. "I'm just too small," she would whisper to herself, watching the bigger clouds do their important work. "What difference could someone like me possibly make?" The thought would make her shrink even smaller, if that was possible. One particularly scorching afternoon, something caught Puffy's attention. Down below, the little town was struggling in the heat. The once vibrant flowers in the town square were drooping sadly, their petals wilting under the fierce sun. The usually bustling river had shrunk to a mere trickle, and the children, usually so full of energy, sat listlessly in whatever shade they could find, fanning themselves desperately. Seeing all this, something stirred inside Puffy. Maybe she was small, but she couldn't just float by and do nothing. "I have to try," she thought, gathering every ounce of courage she had. Taking a deep breath, she began to puff herself up, concentrating with all her might. At first, nothing seemed to happen. Then, ever so slowly, a single raindrop formed. Drip Puffy didn't give up. Another drop formed, drop. She kept pushing, determined to help however she could. And then, something magical happened. Patter, patter, patter. Like a gentle symphony, tiny raindrops began falling from Puffy, each one perfect and refreshing. Down below, the transformation was immediate. The flowers straightened their stems and lifted their faces to the sky. The river began to sparkle again as fresh water trickled in. And the children? They burst out of their hiding spots, laughing and twirling in the cool rain, their faces full of joy. Looking down at the scene she had created, Puffy heard something that made her heart swell. "Thank you, little cloud," the townsfolk called out, waving up at her. For the first time, she felt truly proud of who she was. You see, Puffy learned something incredibly important that day, something we all need to remember. It doesn't matter how big or small you are, because even the tiniest actions can create the most beautiful changes. Just like Puffy showed us, even the smallest cloud can make the biggest difference in someone's day. So the next time you feel too small to make a difference, remember the story of Puffy, the brave little cloud who dared to try and ended up bringing joy to an entire town.